in the beginning. And make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to this video if you want more content like this. And leave a comment.
Hey man, we're here with full tournament breakdown. The bracket is finally out. It's the best time of the year. I'm here again with Mike and Xayvin. Do you guys have any nicknames that you guys want to go by? Obviously, we just found Mike's actually Xayvin. He's Insider Mike. So that's Insider Mike now. Xayvin, we need to find your nickname. Do you have one?
You could just follow my Twitter, ZayPicks. I mean, that's probably the only nickname I'll go with right now.
All right, because someone texted our boy. We're doing a challenge on our Instagram page and said that Mike was an insider, and then that pick lost. And
then I probably had the worst day of the whole of the 3 days of picking so far after he said that.
Yeah, I don't know. But anyways, we're gonna do this whole bracket breakdown. We're gonna start off with the South region. Mike, you're up first, so we're gonna put Mike's screen up here. Cool. Just do the entire South region. We'll debate after each round, but go ahead, give us your thoughts on what's gonna happen.
All right, so obvious Auburn not going 16 seed. Louisville and Creighton is actually a very fun matchup. I enjoyed seeing this one in the first round because it's in Kentucky and it's like an hour from Louisville. I'm gonna go Louisville here. In Michigan, UC San Diego, I think the whole world is going to be picking UC San Diego here, but their tallest player is like 6'8" or 6'9". So I think they just got a bad pull with Michigan in the 2 7-footers. So I'm going to go Michigan. Yale can definitely shoot, but I think Texas A&M's size and their offensive rebounding and all that stuff is really going to help them in this matchup. So I don't see Yale getting an upset this year like they did last year. I think UNC wins this game here in the play-in versus San Diego State. So I actually think UNC is going to end up beating Ole Miss as well. I feel like whenever there's a team that shouldn't get in that ends up getting in, they always find a way to win like 1 or 2 games. Iowa State versus Lipscomb. I'm going to take New Mexico here. I feel like last year everybody was on them in the first round against Clemson and they burned everybody. So not a lot of people are going to go back and pick them again, but I think they're going to beat Marquette in the first round. And then I'm going Michigan State. Any concerns with my first round picks there?
Do you need to see it again, Mike? Xayvin?
Yeah. Let me see it. Let me see it again. That might help just for a second. I would say right now that first one with Louisville Creighton. I have been on both teams a lot this season, and I just trust Kalkbrenner just a little bit more compared to what Louisville has right now. But I would say that probably might be my only pick right now. Tough game, tough 8-9 game though.
I'm not gonna lie, we're pretty much in agreement with everything that's happening. Though maybe this is just me being a hater. I do think Ole Miss is gonna beat whoever is in that 11th seed game. And now that we're here, you guys have any gripes with UNC making the tournament?
I personally don't. And the reason I don't is because their non-conference schedule in the beginning of the year, even though they lost pretty much all those games, they were all like 6 points or less, and they were all on away or neutrals. And I think they took that into consideration a lot because they played Florida close, beat UCLA, played Michigan State close, played Kansas close. So I think that played a big factor for them.
Yeah, I would say, I definitely feel that. It's just the fact that they really only won one quad 1 game for me. Like, I understand like they had their chances, and it's good that they did it on neutral courts and did it different places, but they lost 11 games and they lost 11 teams that are in the tournament right now. And they only won 1 game. It's UCLA, and UCLA isn't the greatest win to me in my eyes. But that's really kind of my only thing. But I'm a hater, so it's just me being a hater.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a hater, but I'm trying to be realistic here. Like, West Virginia being out because of Tucker DeFreeze, that's been hurt since December 4th, makes
that's crazy.
It gives me like FSU Jordan Travis vibes, and I made a video actually about this that I gotta post later. But I just don't understand how they got in over West Virginia when they have wins over Arizona. They went to Kansas just like UNC and beat Kansas. They beat Iowa State while they were healthy. I don't get it. I also don't understand how Xavier is in also, but I think that Indiana, especially West Virginia, should have been in. I don't understand how West Virginia's not in. I guess you just can't lose to Colorado in the first round of your Big 12 tournament game, but I think they did enough during the season. And like Xayvin saying, I understand that you schedule hard, but like Gonzaga has to schedule hard every year because they're in WCC. And if they don't win any of those games, they are a bubble team. If they lose semifinals of the WCC, they would not be in the tournament in past years. But, hey, man, I guess I don't know. They just do something different every year. The other game, I do like the Louisville pick with them being in Kentucky. I think that's crazy that Louisville's an 8.
Yeah.
Their seed, I think Louisville is way better than an 8, but at least they get to play at home. And it's unfortunate that they have to play probably Auburn next if they get past Creighton. A lot of people, like you said, are on the San Diego State game. I don't agree with that, but yeah, I pretty much agree with you.
Cool. I'll do the round of 32 next. So, when I saw this game here, I was like, this is going to be a Louisville home game, and then I was like, well, Auburn also hasn't been playing very well recently. They're like 1-4 or something in their last 5 games. I don't know what it is exactly, but they've just been losing a lot more lately. But I still think Auburn finds a way to beat Louisville here. I think Michigan, I faded them probably in every game in that Big Ten tournament, and they just found a way to win. And Texas A&M is terrible at the free throw line. They're good at offensive rebounding and hustling and all that, but with Michigan's 2 7-footers, I think that cancels that out a lot here. So I like Michigan to move on. I'm going to take Iowa State here to beat who I think is going to be UNC. And then I'm going to take Michigan State here. So kind of chalky, but any issues there?
No, not for me. I like those picks.
I think we're in disagreement with one, but I'm gonna wait until I do my bracket. But
all right,
maybe one really.
So I'm gonna go to this game first. I think this is where the Keyshawn Gilbert injury might bite them in the butt a little bit. I love this Iowa State team. If he was healthy, I'd not gonna lie, I'd probably have them going to the Final Four. But I'm gonna go Michigan State here, I think. But I really might end up changing my mind as we get closer to the day of the tournament. And then I want to pick Auburn to lose because I think they're going to lose a game. And I thought Michigan was terrible all year long, but they've been hot lately. And they shot terrible this past game and still found a way to win. And I think they're slowly putting it together because they're starting to limit a lot of these turnovers. So I think Michigan might upset Auburn here, and we're going to get Michigan versus Michigan State. Call me crazy if you want.
Hey, man, you do you, man.
Me.
I'll move.
Hey, it's crazy, I know, but
right.
It's March. And then am I picking the winner for this one?
Yeah, pick that one. Who's going to your Final Four?
Michigan State's going to my Final Four.
All right. Any overall thoughts on his bracket, on his South region?
Yeah, I will say, he's kind of crazy for that Michigan pick right there. I love those guards for Auburn, and Auburn's been playing good all year, except for like those last couple of games in the season. But no, I mean, I feel like we're kind of somewhat in a little bit of agreement there for most of that region.
Yeah, I mean, I was liking where you were going at first, and then the Michigan thing threw me completely left. I appreciate they won the Big Ten, but I have my own things about Michigan. Anyways, Xayvin, you're up next, man.
All right.
Let me put yours on the screen now. All right, Xayvin, your South region.
All right, my South region. Obviously, gonna go ahead and start off with Auburn. gonna go with Creighton. I understand that home aspect for Louisville, and I'm a big Pat Kelsey fan, but I'm rocking with Creighton. I've been rocking with Creighton all year. Their guards are better. They're better. They have better bigs. I gotta go with Creighton here. Gonna be a tough one though, but this next one, this is a tough one. Michigan versus UC San Diego. Definitely got to rock with Michigan. I didn't like their offense for most of the year. They did start clicking in the Big Ten tournament. I like you said too, Mike. Everybody's on UC San Diego. UC San Diego will give them a good run. I watched a lot of UC San Diego games this year. Yes, late night owl, and I was watching those games. But those 6'9" players that they have, they actually can all hoop and they can really shoot. And I know this team's going to pretty much come out like with some fire and really try to like knock down threes early and try to get Creighton out the way. Not Creighton, Michigan out the way. But yeah, I still roll with Michigan and Dusty May on that one. Texas A&M, and I'm rocking with the Wade Taylor show in that one. This one's a tough one. I'm rocking with the 11 seed, and it will not be UNC. San Diego State will definitely beat UNC, and I'll definitely take San Diego State. Slow the ball down against Ole Miss. Ole Miss and their guards. I'm definitely gonna fade them in this game after that like big win they had the other day. And yeah, take San Diego State in that one. This one, Iowa State, I'll take. Not trusting Lipscomb. I'm taking Marquette in this one. Marquette's going to slow down Donovan Dent. They're going to slow down Nelly Jr. Joseph. They're going to slow down that whole entire team. I love New Mexico. I've also been on them too all season, but going to fade the Patino again in this game and take Marquette. And then finally, Michigan State. It's going to get that win easily. Thoughts on my first round?
Pretty much in agreement. I just don't think UNC is not losing to San Diego State.
Yeah, I like it. I mean, I have like one or two different things, but for the most part, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think the only big difference was Marquette and New Mexico, but you could really go either way in that game.
All right. You want me to go to the next one? Next round? Yeah. All right. This one, go ahead and take Auburn. Auburn's going to win that one. This next round, definitely rock with Texas A&M. Like I said earlier, that Michigan offense really didn't show me much in the season. They did turn on in the tournament, but I prefer Wade Taylor and this Texas A&M team to slow them down just enough and make them turn the ball over like they looked in the beginning of the season. I will be taking Iowa State here. That's going to be a rough one, depending on whoever that 11 seed is, even if it is San Diego State. I still think Iowa State wins there. Michigan State's going to win a tight one against Marquette. Michigan State's been playing way better than Marquette has been all season for me.
I just don't like this Texas A&M team. They can't shoot free throws. Wade Taylor can shoot them out of a game. They don't have enough three-point shooters. Like, what are they good at on offense? They can barely score.
True. It's defense for me. The Buzz show, the Buzz Williams coaching experience for me.
That's fair.
Go on.
Oh no, go.
Yeah, go on.
Oh, okay. Right here, Auburn, gonna go ahead and take them. They're gonna get that rematch again, get that revenge. And yeah, Michigan State.
Winner.
Oh, Michigan State in this one. They find a way. Izzo, gotta rock with Izzo to get back in that Final Four.
All right. Any overall thoughts on his bracket besides you hating on Texas A&M?
Nah. I think if it ends up being Auburn versus Michigan State, I do think Auburn can win that game.
For sure. I forgot you picked Michigan.
Yeah, I'm crazy.
Yeah. No, I like it. All right. I'm gonna post my bracket here in a second. Here we go.
I gotta plug in my laptop.
All right, man. This is the real South bracket. Oh wait, hold on. Where's my screen? Okay, this is the real South bracket, man. The one that everyone should follow. First of all, we're going with Auburn. Okay, I'm about to say, first of all, we're going to Auburn. Louisville, Creighton. I don't know why Louisville's an 8 seed, like I just said, but I think Louisville is way better than an 8 seed. Creighton, I like Creighton, I do. But Kalkbrenner and Ashworth, like, you got Chucky Hepburn that's going to harass Ashworth the entire game. I like Neal, but he's not outplaying Edwards. And Kalkbrenner's not going to be able to sit in the paint. I think he's going to have to go outside and go defend Waterman and everyone handily. So I got Louisville winning this game, especially it being in Kentucky. Michigan, San Diego's versus UC San Diego. I got Michigan. I don't think they have the size to compete with Michigan. I think Danny Wolf and Gold have a really good game. I like Yale, but Yale's not good enough to beat Texas A&M. But hey, I didn't think Yale could beat Auburn last year, but I'm sticking with it. I'm going with Texas A&M. No upset for Yale this year. I actually like Ole Miss. I don't know why y'all don't like Sean Padula and the boys, but I'm going with Ole Miss here. Dang, this is really chalky. I'm not gonna lie, but hey, I like Ole Miss here. Iowa State's gonna beat Lipscomb. I mean, Lipscomb doesn't turn the ball over a lot, so I think this will be actually a lot closer than a lot of people think, or at least they'll cover the spread. But I think Iowa State does. Get away. Actually, damn, is Lipsy gonna play next week?
The spread's 13.5, so I think that kind of tells me he probably plays.
He should play. Gilbert's out. They are banged up.
Yeah, they're banged up.
Damn. If Lipsy's not playing, I might start getting a little scared because Lipsy kind of reminds me of BYU a little bit. But I'm gonna go with Iowa State for the purposes of this. But here I gotta go with New Mexico. I ain't got no upset. Like I gotta go to New Mexico, and I really mess with New Mexico. Donovan Dent deserves more than one game in the tournament. I trust Patino. I'm gonna go with New Mexico here. We got Michigan State's winning this game. Anyone got a problem with this first round?
No problems for me. I know we're all different on the 6 to 11, but really anything can happen there.
Mm-hmm.
All right, moving on. I really want to pick Louisville.
I was close.
I really do want to pick Louisville just for it being it. I feel like this is like as the number one overall.
Is that game in Louisville?
Yeah, no, it's in Lexington, which is like
Lexington.
It's yeah. But I really want to pick Louisville, but there's no way, bro. There's no way. They're not. I feel like Broom's gonna have 40 this game. Like if it had to come down to it, like they have no one to guard him. And then obviously, they're too good. They're too good. Auburn's gonna win this game. This is some BS though for Auburn. Like the fact that that's your possible matchup. Texas A&M, they like I understand what you're saying. They're not good when they on the initial shot, but this is the best offensive rebounding team in the nation. They play great defense. Michigan still turns the ball over a lot. I think they've turned the ball over 19 times in their win against not Wisconsin. Who did they play before Wisconsin? Regardless of the fact, they turned the ball over 19 times and still won in the Big Ten, and that's not going to happen against Texas A&M. You turn the ball over too many times, they're great in transition. They get too many easy buckets. Texas A&M wins this game. Iowa State versus Ole Miss. I'm going to go with Beard. I like TJ, but I'm going to go with Beard here. I think the injuries catch up to Iowa State. It's unfortunate because they would be a Final Four team, I think. I agree with you. I would have them in my Final Four, but the injuries are just too much. So I'm going to go with Ole Miss here. Hate me if y'all want. New Mexico versus Michigan State. One player is not beating Michigan State, so Michigan State's moving on here. Oh, God. Any debates on my round of 32?
Nope. I don't mind the Ole Miss beating Iowa State. It all depends on the matchup and then that injury biting them in the butt. And let's see, of course. I don't mind it.
Yeah, no, same. I don't mind that one either. Like, I feel like that's probably the point where like Iowa State probably gets tripped up on, if anything. But no, everything probably good there.
Watch UNC beat Iowa State too.
We shall see about that one.
All right, so damn, there's just no way it's gonna happen. There's no way Texas A&M can beat this team 2 times in a row, I feel like. But Texas A&M always gives, like, around this time, this is when Wade Taylor has, like, his 30-point game, and it's, like, 1 minute left. Texas A&M with the ball down 2, and they always seem to lose every year with Buzz Williams. And I think that's what's going to happen here. I think Auburn's going to escape. I don't know. Auburn losing 3 out of its last 4. I got to remember the teams they lost to, because this is still a really great basketball team. Yeah. Ole Miss versus Michigan State. Michigan, Izzo with a week to prepare, or maybe not a week, but like 5 days to prepare. I think Izzo game plans well for them. They win. And then I'm going to go with Auburn here. I think Auburn is who they are. I think a lot of people are down on them and think they're going to use that as fuel. You know, Bruce Pearl is one of the best motivators in the sport. So I do have Auburn going to the Final Four this year like they're supposed to. Any debates, overall debates with our entire South region?
I don't think so. If I had Auburn versus Michigan State in my matchup instead of Michigan State, I'd pick Auburn to meet Michigan State. So Auburn would be in my Final Four if I didn't have that crazy upset.
True.
Xayvin?
No. I really don't have anything. I feel like we're kind of like all similar on everything. Nothing for me though.
All right. Any team. All right, pick a team that's 4 seed or higher that you think can make it to the Final Four.
Michigan.
Okay. Xayvin,
make it to the Final Four. In this bracket, it's kind of tough, and this is gonna be a crazy one. I have to say UC San Diego.
Dang.
Yeah, pretty crazy.
All right.
Yeah, we just talked about them turning the ball. That Michigan team turned the ball over 19 times. I just know that UC San Diego team, if they get hot and they get that ball turned over 19 times or somewhere in that realm for Michigan, they got a chance. They only got to win that game. They either play Texas A&M, slow down. They got to slow down Wade Taylor for that one game. Then they got to play Auburn and just Godspeed and beat up at that point.
Damn. You know, if I had to pick a sleeper, if like things went south, it would probably be the team I would give the best chance to is probably Marquette, even though I have them losing in the first round. But like Marquette beats New Mexico State and then they beat Michigan State. I think they can compete with the top team, whoever comes out of the other side of that bracket, especially if Louisville somehow knocks off Auburn. I think they can.
I was going to say, what about Louisville?
And then Cam Jones, he could just turn into a star in March. So I think they got everybody, and they got the experience with Shaka. So it would have to be Marquette. I know it sounds crazy because I have been losing in the first round, but I think that would be the higher seed that I could see going to the Final Four. Everyone else, I don't really see.
What seed do we think Louisville should be? They should at least be a 5, right?
Clemson's a 5. I feel like they should be a 5 or 6. Like,
they beat Clemson twice this year, right?
Like, I would say 5 or 6. I'm trying to think who they beat in their non-conf. I know they got the brakes beat off of them by Tennessee, but obviously Tennessee's a really good team. I would say like 4 to 6 range. Like 8 is crazy.
Yeah. Auburn got unlucky with this portion of the bracket here. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like some regions have it a little easier than them.